Fudgy Crinkles.
Fudgy Crinkles.
Yeah, what do you think Fudgy Crinkles is in reference to?
Okay, so immediately my mind goes to remnants after relieving yourself on the toilet.
Ooh, you're on the right track, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, how could I not be with that?
I mean,
Crinkles?
that Fudgy is, kind of self-explanatory, but the Crinkles part I think is going to throw you off.
Oh man, okay.
So I'll just tell you, you're on the right track with the poop and the Fudgy. Because I
Okay,
think you're already kind of thinking that.
of course, of
Yeah,
course.
obviously. But this Crinkles part I think is really going to throw you off.
Okay, well, now that you say that, I'm gonna go in a route that I really wouldn't have, but I think it could be referring to after you are on the toilet and you let out a real messy, you have a messy session basically,
Uh-huh.
and there's so much splatter on the bottom that it just kind of goes everywhere. It's like a blender in there, right?
Oh my
And
gosh.
it splashes on
It's getting visual.
right, and the blender top is not covering anything, right? So what's going on is your bottom is covering the top of the blender, right?
Uh-huh.
So all of that splashing gets on your rear, on your behind.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And you are only used to wiping the crucial areas, and so you forget that there is a lot of surface area that your bottom is covering above the hole in the toilet, and so there's a lot of dried up crust on the surface area of your butt that you don't get because you don't realize it. And later on, it's like crusty and there's Crinkles all over your undergarments.
Okay. That was a very specific example, very visual, but I appreciate it. And you're very close, actually, Kevin.
Oh my God.
You're really on the right track, but you need to think less about being on the toilet and more about sex.
Oh, what is that? No, I'm just kidding. So,
Sex.
man.
And if you want, I could just tell you at this point what it is. But if
All
you want
I have
another guess after that clue,
Dude, all I have to say, my only comment is number two's involved with fornication. That's not something I want to think about. Just go ahead and tell me.
So it's the foreskin on a penis caked or crusted with poop after anal sex.
Wow.
So it's not quite like pooping, but there is poop involved.
Wow.
And honestly, I thought that was a pretty good one.
There's so many elements to that. Like,
yeah, I know it's a pretty specific thing.
You have to be uncircumcised. There has to be,
you have to do anal, and then not only that, you have to do enough anal that there's like poop around your penis.
Because you're likely not about to start doing anal if you know there's something in the chamber. So you're probably going so vigorously that poop starts to form in the chamber while you're fornicating.
Or you're just like shaking things up in there,
Right, exactly.
There might not be a lot, but like it gets shook around.
You might the top of the toothpaste, and so that a little bit starts to come out where you thought there was none, and
oh my God.
And then however many minutes later, there's what is it? Fudgy Crinkles.
Fudgy Crinkles.
Fudgy Crinkles.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. That is probably. How many times do you think that's ever been used in this world? That phrase.
Oh, I hope not often.
Wait. Can you say the example sentence that it comes in?
Yeah. So the example that they have is Pedro had Fudgy Crinkles on his penis after having anal sex with a neighborhood hooker. So that gets pretty much straight to
Okay.
the point.
Okay. Okay. See, when you say hooker, like now it starts to make more sense. Okay.
Yeah,
Fucking Pedro, man.
he likes the Fudgy Crinkles.
Don't vote for Pedro.